So you also have a Ring doorbell.
I do have a Ring doorbell, yes.
And has it come into use yet? Like, have
is
you
this
found
building up to something? Is this where you tell me that like you were naked on my driveway this morning and I didn't notice?
Oh, that's what that naked man that was. So it's just because of the petrol price thing. I saw someone recently got a Ring doorbell and stuck it above their petrol cap.
God.
But to me, it seems like, what if they just steal the Ring doorbell as well?
Yeah, because it's screwed into the wall. It's not like how have they attached it?
Or just probably a sticker.
So it's been really useful.
Can we describe what it is for anyone who's not as much of a dweeb as we are?
I think they're pretty common at this point. But yeah, it is a doorbell made by Ring that's now owned by Amazon that you have in place of your doorbell, and when you ring it, it does still make a noise. There is a chime, and you can buy a chimes that it functions as a doorbell. But there's an app, and it's a camera. So when my doorbell goes, I get a notification saying either there is motion at your door, so someone's walked past so close that it's gone past like the threshold sensitivity, so it doesn't pick up people. You can adjust the sensitivity to it. Or it says there is someone at your door, so someone has rung the doorbell. You can then view them live, and you can speak to them. So a week or so ago, we were out. Amazon delivery came, and he rang the door. And I just pick up the phone to him and said, "Can you just leave it behind the?" I'll not say where I leave things, but can you just leave it?
I'm just recording a podcast. Can you leave it outside?
Can you just leave it in the special place? And he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem." So you can see. The nicest thing is like we get quite a few like cold call type stuff. I know you do as well. Like people selling stuff, and you got that thing, don't you, where you ring the doorbell. I don't have one of those little PPI hole things. So you ring the doorbell. Someone rings the doorbell, and you think, well, it could be them.
And then you just straight into, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Oh,
and you can't really. It's not like putting the phone down, is it? You can't really just like slam the door. You've got to sort of let them say. It's a very British problem, isn't it? You've got to let them say like a bit of their thing, and then go, "I'm really sorry, I'm on the phone," or something like that. Whereas now, I just vet it, look at it, and go, "No."
That's great. Just pretend you're not in. It's the same vein of problem as like when they show you the back of your head with a mirror, and you're like,
"Too late."
Great, thanks. Yeah. What do I do now?
Yeah.
It's a subscription app as well, isn't it? The Ring.
Yeah. So this caught me off guard. I didn't know this when we bought one. So the doorbell itself is not subscription, and like the main function of the doorbell is not subscription. So you can view live footage anytime without a subscription. But if you want to scroll back, so like let's say I wake up and it says there was someone at your door at 5 a.m. I couldn't do anything with that unless I pay the like.
So question is then, does it record and then go, there was someone at your door, if you'd like to see it, upgrade
It doesn't
here.
do that. No, it doesn't do that. Because
Why
it would
not?
be going off constantly. So you get a free trial. I think you get a 30-day free trial of the scrolling back thing, which I actually think is, because I think the thing I quite like about it, apart from anything else, is it's a bit of a security feature as well, because it like covers the front of your house. So if anyone was to like be trying to break in, you would know by just having a doorbell.
You'd see them scoping the area.
Oh, you would just like see them at the door. So like people can't approach your door without you knowing. It's not just when the doorbell goes off.
So this is what I'm asking then, I suppose, is if...
Are you thinking about buying one?
Well, I'm just thinking from their business perspective, that if they recorded 24/7 and then something happens and they send you a mystery notification that goes,
I see.
Something's happened. We've recorded it, don't worry, but you've got to pay to see it.
So that, yeah, I think, to be honest, I think it's like $2 a month or something. Like, I think most people, if you've bought a Ring doorbell to be priced out at the like
the monthly
20 quid a year thing, would be unusual, because it is a very useful feature. But I think the reason why Amazon bought it is, if you think about it, like, you get stuff delivered mainly from, most people I think mainly from Amazon, and then Amazon
integration, isn't it, from them?
They own access to your eventually they own because they also bought can't remember the name of it. It's a lock company that you can, instead of having a key, you can open it with your phone. So it's like a keypad.
I was
Do you
going to buy
remember?
one of them, and then I
Right.
saw some reviews about them being
Hackable.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think eventually that'll be the default, right? Like people won't have keys. It'll be a cardless, like a keyless entry with a card or your phone. Or
It'll be
something.
the chip that was put in from our Pfizer vaccines that you just like
That'll
tap
just
on.
grant you access to certain, depending on how many Instagram followers you have. That'll what doors you can get into. Yeah.
If there was a premium version of the Ring subscription that
Mm.
was $10 a month or $20 a month, what feature would you like to have in it that's not already there? Like squirty water, would that be useful?
No, I don't think so. Like it'd be
Hello,
fun.
would you
but
like
I
to
think
hear
it'd
about
be-
our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ, squirty water? Problem solved.
I think some kind of machine learning. So it would need to like, because I'm trying to think what would make my life easier. Well, if it just saw someone coming, saw their face and go, no, we've not let you in before. And it just
Okay.
like doesn't let the doorbell be used or something like that. Do you know, like tries to learn what I do, like who I open the door to,
I see.
and tries to like preempt it.
What if someone got a picture of your face, made a cardboard cutout of it and wore it as a mask, and wore stilts and like walked towards your house, and then it thinks that it's you?
They would have to be a little person, so little that they require stilts.
For the long legs.
They'd have to be. Oh, I see. But I mean, I'm 6'1", so that for them to require stilts, we're talking someone who's pretty tall, pretty small, and also has like quite a lot of like evil intent as well, and a lot of like resource and planning. Because anyway, yeah,
It depends how good the AI is as well. Like if it's got gait analysis, then they'd have to replicate your gait, but in stilts. Like, that's a really hard task.
I've thought of a better feature, something like canned responses for my doorbell. So just dealing with like, so you press the doorbell and they're not a verified user, so I haven't done the facial recognition for
I
them.
see. And then it
So
goes, are you
like,
interested in muscle
what
gain or fat loss?
Click here. What do you like? Why are you here? What are you calling for? Say the answer into the doorbell. Like it just does pre-screening for me. Or when I'm not in the house, right? It'll know I'm not in the house because obviously it's Amazon and then they know most things. So it'll be like, well, no one's home. So when the doorbell rings and it's a delivery, I have it preset to standard, like maybe a rotation of safe spaces around the front of the house, like places like under the car, behind the certain wheel, behind
rotation
the
of safe spaces.
Well, you don't want it to be the same one, do you?
Yeah, that's very KGB. I like it.
Because then the delivery driver starts learning.
So it's got to be smart enough for the machine, but not enough for the delivery driver to catch on.
Mm.
Wow.
So canned response is some kind of triage service, managing my door when I'm not in the house, maybe some kind of security. They sell like cameras as well, so you can buy like security cameras. It all integrates with and you buy alarm systems, all integrates with your Ring system. I'm a massive fan. To be honest, I think everything that Amazon make, I find really good. Like I've never been disappointed with a purchase I've made from Amazon. That as in that they produce, so like Kindle's good, Audible's good, Prime's good, Ring's good.
You have an Alexa as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a friend of ours has one and was having some fun time with his wife, and Alexa just went, that's nice. And he was like, right, we're putting it downstairs. What did he say?
Doing a jigsaw. He's just said
Playing
fun
Connect
time.
4 upstairs with his
Connect
wife
4.
in bed, yeah.
Yeah. The Alexa thing, I don't think I have enough uses for an Alexa. Like I think they're really good, but I just don't use it enough. Like people will like keep their shopping lists on their Alexa and order things on Amazon through their Alexa. I've not gone that far down that route yet. Makes me feel a bit nervous that you can, like the one-click purchase stuff on Amazon where you don't need to put your password in, you just press buy now. You can set your Alexa up to just one-click purchase.
But then someone could come to your house and be like, Alexa, buy 15 cans of cat food on subscription. And you're like, oh.
There's a couple of my friends that when they got Alexas, it was be like, Alexa, buy MacBook Pro 15-inch, and
No.
because it's like a $2,000 problem, right? Like, and with Amazon, it just bills you. There's no like, are you sure? Do you definitely want to go ahead with this?